Welcome back, everybody. It's quite honestly, it's been a while, and that's because I'm busy. And today I want to show you what I've been up to in the lawn, the garage, and here in the shed. I have a ton of projects going on simultaneously and trying to complete them in an order that will get the most amount of work done in the least amount of time. And today I'm on the crap stuff that I have to do now to finish the rest. So we're going to kick things right off with something that I haven't ever done since I got rid of the grass on the side of my house, the driveway side, between my neighbor's fence, and I've never fully mulched it. I've just been spraying weed killer, going through there with the string trimmer, knocking stuff back. But look at this now. It's looking pretty good. I did multiple applications of weed killer prior to mulching. Got some pokeweed coming through because pokeweed does what it does best. It pokes. So, gonna have to deal with that in a little bit, but back here looks really good. Let's swing on now around, heading back towards the front in that little side lawn bit. I do have a little bit of POA in this tiny little area, but I'm not concerned about it. But I also got the front basketball bed area cleaned up nicely and thankfully did not cut my fiber line this time. Moving into the front now though, man. The front yard's looking really good. I haven't shown it much this year because I personally think it still looks like crap and it's just not show worthy, but we're getting there, and we're getting there via the way of feeding the grass and not the soil. We talked about that about a month ago, and it's working really well using very simple ingredients, very simple products that you can get super cheap. Working well. Flower boxes are looking amazing. Almost better than last year. I just went with some petunias this year, keeping it real simple, easy, not doing any flowers down in the front area below those either. Into the main bed, I got some begonias and something else. Still don't know what they're called, but hey, that's okay. Things are looking good here, and if you've noticed, I've eliminated all my pine bark nuggets, pulled all those up, and I've replaced it with black shredded mulch. Sliding on into the side piece now, ooh, feels so good, is doing what she does, getting what she gets. But I did finally get rid of the rubber mulch that was in that side bed there, replaced that with the same black shredded mulch, killed as much of the weeds in there as I could, got some coming back. I got some poison ivy or some poison oak or some sort of viney thing that's going to give you a nasty rash, appropriate for where it's located in the lawn inside piece. But I got to spray that out. I've been using some triclop here for some other things that we'll see here in a minute, but I forgot about that. So I got to get that dealt with rather soon. Backyard now, this is where a lot of action's happening more recently. All the focus has been on the front. We're in the back now. I got the back area along the house. All that's cleaned out. It's looking pretty good. I have no idea what to do with that little tiny space. It's too small for shrubs. I'm going to be removing the tiger lilies that are in that one portion because they've just consumed that whole area and are hanging out over the lawn, killing the Bermuda. So those guys have to go. Any suggestions on what I can plant in there, drop them in the comments below, and we'll see if I can make that happen. Also got around where the old fire pit area is. All that's mulched. Near the gate, I am trying to deal with some other tougher weeds, using only Roundup Extended Control because I'm lazy, and I'm finally getting those guys knocked out and gone. Also got the trampoline area looking nice and tidy, all spiffied and cleaned up. New net and mat are on the way for you safety Sallies. The mat's actually here, but I'm still waiting on the net. So that's coming soon. But all that's cleaned up. Used some excess pavers I had from the pool and other parts of the lawn. Don't know how I accumulated so many pavers. But I put those down in front for the trampoline for access to the ladder instead of those cheap little plastic ones I got at Costco. So that's it on what's been done so far. Doesn't seem like a whole lot, but when you're cleaning out mulch beds, cleaning out weeds, prepping all that, and then putting it down, and you're doing it on weeknights, and what weekends you have available, thanks to the wonderful sport of BMX, time gets limited. I've gotten a lot done over the past 3 weeks, but there's still a lot more to do. What's left? Well, on the docket probably today, The fire pit I mentioned is coming back. It's going here in the hill. The blocks are there. The son's played with the blocks some more and made a rock garden for his mountain bike that we built him a couple weeks ago. So got to get that done because I need to get that done because there's some shrubbery I have to remove that I'm going to burn. So got to get that done first. Once that's done, then I can start digging up all the dead plants, things like that. Boom, gone. Going to get burned. That moves us in behind the shed. Lots of just regrading from where bike trails have been built and just over the years. Have to get all that cleaned up. Still got to decide of what I'm going to put in there. I might go get some more Leland cypresses or some other evergreen tree that grows pretty fast to put back there. And then mulch that whole entire hill, and that's going to take a lot of mulch. I got about 1,500 square feet of hill from the fence to where the existing Leland cypresses are. So yeah, that's a lot of mulch. Moving up around to the shed, oh boy, I got a lot of POA in that bed there. It has to be dug out. So got to get that cleaned up. And then all the way around, following the fence line, that's getting cleaned up as well. And ooh, what's that right there? Oh man, Bermuda infiltration. That has to be dealt with, dug out. All that will happen during the bed cleanup, and the bed will be extended at least 4 inches to make it 4 inches wider. That'll help get rid of the Bermuda. Plus, I'm trying to expand beyond a root I have to cut out from one of the neighbor's bald cypresses. Once that's done, of course, mulch, and then boom, the backyard will be almost done. All that leaves is where we're at right now. In the shed. In the shed here, it's kind of a disaster. I have a lot of tools, power tools, larger tools that I was keeping out here because I didn't have ample space to store them kind of where they belonged. They belong in a garage. And so all that's going to be relocated now into this glorious toolbox. So my goal is to actually get rid of that Harbor Freight workbench. I don't really want it anymore because it's a horizontal surface that collects crap that accumulates and I don't clean up. Kind of like that right there. So I want to minimize that. And then I also have a workbench my father-in-law built my son like 2 years ago. And the thing's massive. It's 2 feet by 4 feet on casters. But what it does do is it fits perfect underneath this here. So that's coming out to the shed along with the old toolbox. We're going to separate it. Top half's going to go up here. Bottom half will go down there. And it's going to look really good, and it'll give me some spots to store lawn-related equipment back here and not up front, so I don't have to make a bunch of trips and I don't have tools in multiple places. I'll just have duplicates of tools in multiple places because that's what everyone should have. Multiple tools, multiple places throughout the home, so you never have to go anywhere to get what you need. So that's it for all the projects I've been working on. Lots of things going on. Somewhat at the same time, still a lot more to go, and then I haven't even touched on what I have to do to fix certain areas of the yard, like the pool area and the old fire pit area. That's going to be its own video because, oh boy, I got a new girthy toy, and I can't wait to try it out. Been wanting one for a while, but really couldn't justify it, even though it's not expensive. But I broke down and picked one up anyway. Oh, it's going to be a lot of girthy fun. So until that happens, hey, it's Mike. I've been busy. Hopefully, I won't be as busy, but you never know. And we'll see you again really soon.